Well, the countdown to the August 9th, 2022 general election is on. From today, politicians aspiring for various elective seats in next year's polls are barred from participating in fundraising activities, popularly known as harambees, directly or indirectly. This is ostensibly to stop them from influencing voters and avail a level playing field for all aspirants, the moneyed and the not so moneyed. And the electoral timelines will flow thick and fast. For example, all public servants eyeing any of the 6 elective positions across the country have until 9th of February next year to exit the government payroll. But that is not the main focus of my punchline. Instead, I want to interest you in very key happenings at the Jumuiya Conference Center in Limuru this week. The National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, has a week-long conference where the clergy is deliberating on matters relating to next year's general election. Yesterday, NCCK hosted and prayed for IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati and his team of commissioners. And that is commendable. We all need prayers, especially before embarking on major assignments, just like the Commission has a key national task in the next 243 days. But it will take more than prayers for the Electoral Commission. Chebukati and his team must conduct the August 9th general election in as much a free, fair, and credible, as well as verifiable manner as possible. The ghosts of August 2017 are memorable. That the Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice Emeritus David Maraga, nullified the presidential election results and ordered a repeat poll was a confirmation that the exercise was marred by irregularities. The Commission was found culpable of errors of commission and omission. Fixing those anomalies and avoiding a repeat will require more than prayers. Transparency in procurement of electoral materials, recruitment of election officials, counting and declaration of results, as well as their transmission to the National Tallying Center, will require professionalism and dedication. Anything short of that will be a waste of the prayers conducted at the Jumuiya Conference Center. Hopefully, NCCK, in that mood of prayers, will consider inviting all the presidential contenders for a divine appointment. The clergymen and women should pray for the presidential hopefuls to have the spirit of accepting the choices that the Kenyan electorate will make at the ballot. NCCK should pray for the State House contenders to realize and understand that only one of them can succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta next year. NCCK should pray for all the presidential contenders to accept that in any race, there will be a winner and a loser. Those prayers should be geared towards seeking divine intervention for whoever loses to accept the poll outcome in the spirit of fair competition. And for whoever wins, NCCK should pray for him or her to be magnanimous in victory and to govern with fairness and justice. NCCK should also pray that the 2017 handshake be the last one, that the election process will be so transparent that it will leave no room for a dispute, that once the presidential race is concluded and a winner declared, that there will be no violence. It should no longer be normal or fashionable to use violence as a tool of political negotiation. Sadly, there are telltale signs of a likely hotly contested State House race that could go either way, and a possibility of rejection of results. But it is still too early. Hopefully, within the remaining 8 months, IEBC can do its job in a manner that inspires confidence of those who will succeed and those who won't clinch the seats they are looking for. The NCCK prayer chain should also be extended to the electorate. The voter register currently has 21.1 million Kenyans. We should all be prayed for so that we make the right and wise choices at the ballot. That those choices should be guided by our heads, not stomachs. NCCK should pray fervently for the Kenyan electorate to realize that voting for a candidate merely because he or she comes from your tribe or clan and not their capacity to govern is a 5-year loss. The prayers should also be geared towards making Kenyans realize that voting for a person who gave you 200 shillings or a kilo of sugar or a leso is akin to selling your birthright for a bowl of pumpkin soup, like Esau in the Bible story of Genesis chapter 25, verses 29 to 34. More importantly, let NCCK and all religious leaders lead the nation in praying for peace and harmonious coexistence, political differences and persuasions notwithstanding, before, during, and after the 6th general election since Kenya returned to multipartyism. That is my player and my punchline too.